Hey everyone, so I have been reading the YouTube Formula book by Daryl Eves, and part of the book is figuring out your viewer avatar. And then also I'm in his forums and stuff, and a lot of people in the YouTube forums on Reddit and stuff talk, how do I find my avatar? How do I find my avatar? And how do I understand particularly the psychographics of it, which is not just, the age, income level, where they live, kind of their values, but the real psychographics, which is more specifically about how they think. And I am going to show you right here, we're going to cut to the screen and show you how I right now am researching the psychographics, because I've just come across the perfect way. So one way is comments on other videos and see what people are saying and what kind of conversations they're having, or on Reddit forums. So this is my viewer avatar, right? I kind of am trying to figure out like the offline behavior. So we have the age, the income level, and where they're at in life. So the motivators and values, they're going to be kind of a more entrepreneurial person, personal liberty, financial freedom, investing for long-term success. They're very goal-oriented. Their fears, wasting time, not being successful, not achieving their goals, getting stuck and not progressing, or maybe they feel stuck. Online behavior, they like to learn from authentic people and long-form podcasts, kind of like the iced coffee hour and stuff like that, not this quick, fast-paced, get-rich-quick stuff. These are people who have kind of aged out of that get-rich-quick when you're like 15, I want to get rich today, and you're not thinking long-term. These are people that are going to be thinking a little bit more long-term about building wealth and a sustainable future, people who maybe have finished school and are now working and realizing, oh, wow, gee, life is not as easy as all these YouTubers say it is. Or maybe they've started a business and it's harder, offline behaviors. So I'm going to give a few examples here. So I'm in Reddit and I'm like, okay, I know these are entrepreneurial people. Where would they be? Online behavior, in forums or communities related to making money, investing, and self-improvement. So then I go to the business ideas forum on Reddit, and right here, this is somebody, just the title, and I go on the Reddit forum and I go by top this month, this year, whatever. This is top 1% on Reddit. So for this to be in here, one of the top posts of the month is a good sign that there's a lot of people that relate to this. And here's the headline. I'm 27 and so tired. I feel like I've been stuck in survival mode for 2 whole years. So if we look at the rough draft of my viewer avatar, this fits it. So then it's like, okay, we can click it and see in the conversation what they're talking about. Feel stuck in survival mode. I graduated 2 years ago. All I've gotten is rejection, no luck, just time wasted. I tried everything. Fixing my CV a million times, every business marketing hybrid role out there. I grew my LinkedIn. Everyone's just looking out for themselves as I should. Where I can't apply, and this is, remember, this is in the business ideas forums. So this is somebody who has gone out, tried to get a job, and realize that the trend now is people becoming, like this is across the whole thing, is people taking kind of their financial future more into their own hands for very similar reasons. So by looking at this, we can understand exactly who this person is, right? I've hit the point where I just can't apply for jobs anymore. I'm living in a toxic, abusive Muslim household. So see, we really get a really deep, this is like a really personal, deep insight into the mindset of the person. I'm not safe. I can't settle. Get married because some man's wife, I'm prisoner. So this is really, really interesting. Escape and rebuild my life. I have to make money online and fast. So this is the thing I would challenge. The best way to make money online fast is to make money slow. And what I mean by that is you want to have a long-term mindset. And when you have that long-term mindset, instead of the desperate, I need money, have the approach, I don't need clients. I am so good. I have so much business. I might not even have time. And people are like, oh, wow, this is someone I really want to hire. So a long-term mindset will actually help you make more money in the short term is one thing I would say about that, in my personal experience at least. Right here, all in freelancing. I have a mini portfolio, yes, kind of messy, for social media marketing, TikTok, GM, Upwork. I'm not sure what GM is, Fiverr, stuff like maybe some Fiverr competitor, and I'm cold reaching out to international businesses. So there are a lot of people on those apps serving video editing, marketing. I'm not sure where they live. I'm building my website right now. I'm literally spent everything I have left. All I need is 3 clients, paying $500 to $700 a month. Just enough to feel safe and independent, because once I leave, there's no going back. There's family will cut me off. So see, this is... Now, obviously, they've described they're in a toxic, abusive situation here. And there are similar motivations for a lot of people with this, in that maybe not the exact same situation, but in that they feel stuck, right? So if I go back to my viewer avatar, part of this fears is kind of getting stuck and not progressing. So this is someone who, if we kind of step back a bit, they do feel stuck and they're afraid of not progressing and moving forward. So they have that good motivator, which is motivating them to really move forward, and they want something real and sustainable. Figuring out my 3 service packages. Can anyone here suggest realistic, actually sellable SMM packages? Confidently pitch. So it even asks the question here. So your video could be, if you were to make a video, so we can take this abusive situation and connect that to the viewer avatar of, oh, this person, if we were to make a more general YouTube video that's not super specific like that, okay, someone who feels stuck, they've kind of invested everything they have into the business idea, and now they have to make it work. So we can make a video saying, you know, and have it be like the story structure, okay? You can, because anybody who's done business or been successful has been through probably a similar situation, a point where they feel stuck, and use that story to relate to this person, and then talk about how they can suggest realistic, actually, you know, sellable social media patches, or another way of getting clients. So everybody wants to get clients, right? Then we can look at the comments here and kind of rude the right. I feel especially the LinkedIn point. So lots of LinkedIn stuff. The online business world is a bit saturated right now. So that's what somebody has to say. What's the reply? Online is failing massively. It's not just a bit saturated. So I think it is saturated with garbage, junk, non-authentic content. I think if you're authentic, it's not as saturated. Because if you have people out there all the time who I personally know still starting up and with a long-term mindset and pretty quickly going into, you know, tens of thousands a month, it's not saturated. As long as there's any one person making over 10,000 a month, it's not saturated, okay? There's lots of people making lots of money. You can go on and be a competitor. It's not that it's oversaturated, it's that it's proven, okay? And you can do it differently. So this what these people talk about being saturated, you just have to take it from a different approach. Okay, there's always saturated junk content, but there's always a shortage of above average content, because by nature above average is the top 50%, right? And then here's more. Let's peel back the onion. So you can really just read through this. See, this is a poverty mindset, okay? Because it's just false. Anyway, let's go to side hustle. But now we know the mindset here. So we know that this person is stuck in this situation, and the kind of the brain trust of what people are saying is that, oh, marketing is oversaturated. We now know, how can we take that perspective of people saying, oh, the online marketing and online business is oversaturated. So the question is, how can we kind of challenge that? Which would be to show some examples of, no, it's not. Here's recent people who started recently and are successful, right? And then same thing, we can go now over to side hustle, which is same thing. Top this year, I'll just do by this year, and we can see what's the dumbest product. So I don't know. This seems very like only 3.1 million, and the top posts are there's 49 upvotes. Like, oh, that's because it's today. So let's click this year. Feeling so proud of my extra 200 a month. So right, there's tons of YouTube videos about selling digital products, and you can really get into the mindsets and what people are thinking here. Like I said, despite all the advice saying not to do digital products on Etsy, I just went for it. So see, this is an example of a recent success. I thought about the skills I have, and people, this is obviously the most upvoted year to date. Only Right, extra 200 a month. Unfortunately, many people believe that something is only successful if you buy a Lambo after a month. Exactly. If you can just make 500 a month extra doing it on the side and take that and invest it to like a S&P 500 index fund for 20 years, that 500 a month will literally make you a millionaire, okay? As long as the returns can keep going. And you say, oh my God, politics, this, that's, it's up and down. It's up and down every day. If you're looking at it day to day, you're probably not a serious investor. If you're looking at it year to year, you're not a serious investor. If you're serious about investing, you have to have a long-term multi-decade outlook. A multi-decade outlook. So despite all of the advice saying not to do digital products I haven't been able to spend a whole lot of time on the shop, but I have about 60 listings up and they're selling digital products, an extra 200 a month. See, this is small. It's not exactly passive, but it feels like it is. Strictly digital download file products like digital stationery, planner, stickers. So this is very interesting. I draw little designs on my iPad and put everything together with Canva for now, but it pays my bills and couldn't be more stoked. Put more time into it. So right here, see? So we had this saying, oh, it's oversaturated. Now we have here a challenge. I think you can join any oversaturated niche as long as you do it the right way. And you really just have to read through, like, looking to make an extra 500, and you can see what people say. Like in the other one say, oh, it's oversaturated, and here's the challenging of the oversaturated. So we can kind of learn from all this that whether it's oversaturated or not is a topic, and it's a belief that either can be confirmed or challenged. So if we do a video and we challenge that belief, that could be really interesting. And by the way, guys, I'm right. People don't, a side house is $2,400 at the end of the year. That's a vacation, emergency fund, or even an extra mortgage payment. Or take that for 20 years, save it and invest it. That could be a retirement. Well, sorry, more than 20 years. If you're in your 20s and do 40 years, yeah, you could definitely do that. Then right here, a popular question, somebody making money online. They overcame this BS lie that it's oversaturated, and now people are asking, how do you promote your shop? I don't. I went with Etsy because of their traffic. If you have good enough SEO, your listing will show up in people's search. So that's really interesting. Now we know, oh, okay, they used SEO. That's awesome. Most people like to say it's only 200, but yeah, I exactly agree that they didn't have to stress. It's like if you do this on the side as your hobby, something you're doing anyways, why not make a couple $100 a month from it, guys? Not everything has to be $100,000 a month to be a win. Sure, somebody like me wants $100,000 a month. There's really nothing I even want to buy. I mean, I would like an acreage and like a nice, Silverado 1500 and be able to sit outside in the beautiful weather all day. I would literally set up my computer outside. I love nice weather. I love cutting grass too, by the way. I want to cut grass while I look in the driveway at my Silverado 1500 and have my big, beautiful acreage property with a pond where there's a gust of wind. It's perfect temperature. You feel the breeze, maybe a little mist from the pond. Oh, that's what I want. You don't need $100,000 a month to get that though, okay? An extra couple thousand a month in side income, invest that for a while, 10 years, and you're there. I mean, you don't have to overdo it. Proud of you, OP, right? And yeah, so all sorts of stuff here. So the point of this video, then you know what? Let's throw in one more thing. Let's go over here to YouTube. This is my channel. Let's go to the main YouTube and let's go to, you want to find out who similar people are to you, the type of content. So here's Nate O'Brien. Now what I like about him personally is that he's really authentic. Okay, he's not trying to sell a course. Like, look, there's no click, watch my webinar, buy my course. And he gets huge amount of views because people like the content and it's authentic and relatable. So then we can look at this. It looks like he retired, but you want to see a video recent that has lots of views. So 9 dividend stocks. Now there's going to be a ton of scammers in the comments because of course it's personal finance. But let's say, I don't know, 26 uncommon business ideas. And then we can go into the comments. So he does have some affiliate links. Of course, you got to make money somehow. And then timestamps. So here's the timestamps. talks about the different businesses. It's a 32-minute video. Wow. Wake up at 5 a.m. and just read tons of comments, see what people reply, and just go really deep into it, and it will help you understand the mind of your viewer. So if you want more videos like this about business, subscribe and you will get more of it. I thank you so much for subscribe. Go watch some of my other videos and expect many, many more to come.